What's good, everybody? Today we're going to be discussing different devil types in Black Clover and how that would factor into their ranking in the underworld. So based off a few things we've learned in Black Clover chapter 267 and 268, we can speculate that there's different devil types within the devil race. With there being different devil species or types, it would make sense why there is a hierarchy in the underworld where most devils reside. Going back to chapter 198, when Zachary was able to make Patri submit to his hatred and despair, causing him to turn into a dark elf, it shows that certain species in Black Clover can forcefully, or due to some type of evil event in their life, can be turned demonic. Same thing happened to Lick. Now my question here is, what would have happened to Patri if he was killed as a dark elf instead of being saved by Asta in that arc? My guess is he would have been sent to the underworld and considered a devil at that point, basically that being the birth of a new devil. This brings me to the theory I have that the devils consist of many dark or fallen races from Black Clover, and that factors into their rank in the underworld. Lucifero is the final devil and leader of the underworld. Noct even said that if he emerges from the underworld, that the world is finished. Now we know Lucifero or Lucifer in Greek mythology and religion is a fallen angel or a fallen deity, and if we go back to chapter 265, when Noel and Mimosa wake up in Elysia with the elves, there we get Patri speaking of a garden deity named Dryad or Dryad. That goes to confirm that there are deities in Black Clover, and more than likely angels too. Lucifero being a fallen or dark deity turned devil will make a lot of sense on why he is the strongest devil, as a deity or angel are pretty much the highest form of being in the overworld. We already know that there's dwarfs, witches, and warlocks in Black Clover. Knowing that, we have to assume that there's other races we haven't yet been introduced to by Tabata. And I believe if any race in Black Clover internalizes some form of evil, they can become a dark or fallen version of their race, succumbing to evil magic. Dying in that dark state is what creates devils and sends them to the underworld. We have no proof of this yet, since both situations in Black Clover were met with resistance. Lick forced himself to turn into a demon, and he also realized Lumiere, the first Wizard King, didn't betray him, so he wasn't fully in despair and didn't turn into a dark elf. And once again, Patri was saved from his hatred and despair by Asta. Now if we look at the silhouettes of each devil we've seen, it's clear that they all look different. Only thing they have in common are the wings, horns, and tail, which makes sense because they're devils. How powerful these devils are in the underworld goes based off who they were before becoming a devil. Also, I believe looking at these devils' magic type, that we can sort of get an idea of who they were or what they were before becoming a devil. For example, it would make sense for a fallen angel or a dark deity to have gravity magic. That just makes a lot of sense to me, and if we look at Magicula, now keep in mind I'm just theoretically speaking here, so none of this is facts. But yeah, if we look at Magicula, based off the silhouette and a magic type curse magic, it's possible that Magicula was a very powerful witch or even a warlock before becoming a devil. That would just make sense to me. The curse magic and the shape of Magicula would align perfectly with this theory. It would also explain the high ranking of Magicula, since we know that it's one of the devils that's linked to the Tree of Death, one of those top 10 devils. We haven't seen enough of Xenon's devil magic in battle to say exactly who the devil is or could possibly be yet, but we know that it's a high ranking devil, and it is another devil linked to that top 10 in the Tree of Death. And that being said, it would mean that he was a very powerful race or species before becoming a devil. Now I'm going to hop off that topic. We learned that the anti-magic devil was a very low-ranking devil. He was very weak and had no magic at all. So what I really think is that the anti-magic devil, before becoming a devil, before being born as a devil in the underworld, was possibly the son of Licht, the one who died inside of Tetia. So it would make a lot of sense, because I'm guessing inside of the womb, the magic wasn't developed yet, and it would explain why he's very weak when he turned into a devil. Why would he have hate and despair inside of the womb and even having a chance to turn into a devil? I can't really explain that yet, but it's just something telling me from the looks of him that he's possibly Lick and Tetia's son that died. With that being said, I think we're going to get a lot more information on all of this in the next chapter, but who knows? I'm going to be covering a lot of Black Clover content as well as other manga and anime. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It is highly appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.